Hey folks, you're listening to WPVM 103.7 FM in Asheville. You can listen online at WPVMFM.org. I'm Abba's Spoon Lady, and Chris Rodriguez is here to meet with us, and don't worry that he's late because he can come in later again and chat with us again, and that's okay. So, I figure while he's getting around about, Mom's here too, huh Mom? I figure while he's getting around about, I might tell you about a couple of events. We're going to be doing live music at the Burger Bar, and this is generally Stale Bread Scotty starting out at 6 o'clock on Friday, and this is every Friday. So it starts out with Stale Bread Scotty at 6 o'clock, and then some version of the mess of the folks that we have been that I have been playing music with will be on at 8 o'clock, so either the Shifty Drifters, Fly-By-Night Rounders, and or Vaden Landers, or Darth Vaden and the Spoontain Clan. Also, Lily Jean is going to be at the Burger Bar this evening, so if you're not listening to our rebroadcast, right now we're talking Monday night at the Burger Bar at 8 o'clock p.m. Also, let's see what else we got here. We got the Asheville City Council meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock, talking about the Eagle Market changes and other miscellaneous board appointments, and that's at 5 o'clock at Asheville City Hall. We've got Tom Waits for No Man Thursday at 7 o'clock, and that's the Stevie Lee Combs event also at the Burger Bar. Friday at 9 o'clock, the Crow and Quill. We got double feature, Dame Dream Creatures and Dust and Ashes. Casey Cantfield has always been really good to our buskers and our busking scene, and he books a lot of buskers to play at the Crow and Quill and busking type bands, and we very much appreciate him for that. Not that we need a hamp up, but that he has really great taste. Yeah. What else do we have? This following weekend, we had the wonderful pleasure of doing Cider Fest, and that was fun. It was sold out, and despite the rain, people still came out and had a great time. If I'm correct, it also rained the year before, so hopefully third time's the charm, and next year it'll be nice, bright, and sunny, so make sure you mark your calendars and get tickets for next year. We've got an open mic on Wednesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. at the Buffalo Nickel, which is for spoken word and storytelling. And this is a David Joe Miller event. He's awesome, and the events he puts on is awesome. And the folks at Buffalo Nickel are sure nice. What else do I got? We got Series B, Mega Jean, and the KFB. And Plank Eye Peggy at Isis Music Hall on December 18th, and that'll be good. And that's the end of my list right now. Coming in soon, we got some buskers coming in soon. We got Lost Dog Street Band that will be here in December. They're going to be booking a couple dates. I'm going to get some tracks from them so that we can get you aware of who they is, so you can swing by and see them, because they really are great to see live. You would love it. All right, Chris.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
All right, folks. So we got Chris Rodriguez in here, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the music he plays and the lives he touches and the things he does and what matters most to him. So what is it?
What is it? Well, I play blues music and folk music and a lot of old songs, write a lot of songs. And I play them in the street, I play a lot of gospel songs, and I try to sing about Jesus a whole bunch and have a good time. Picking and grinning in the street.
Hey, you're born and raised Asheville area, right?
Yes, I am.
In Weaverville?
Yeah, I live in Weaverville and was raised there, born in Asheville.
And do you feel like the city is changing really fast?
Yeah. Feels like it.
How long have you been here?
Always.
Busking.
Oh, busking? 2 years, really strong. 3 years. 1 year I came kind of late into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you feel like playing a tune? Maybe you
Sure.
should scoot up just slightly so we
All
can
right.
angle this other mic on you, too. We can get two mics. You know, one thing I really enjoy about watching you play is how your whole body gets into it. And, you know, one-man bands in general, you know, just watching the all-around, you know, every inch of somebody's body makes some music is kind of a sight to see. It's really, really interesting, and it keeps people's attention. The fact that somebody can, you know, do that many things at once at all. So you got a harmonica here. You got with your foot there. You've got a license plate.
Yeah, it used to be my Papa's boat tag license plate, but now that one got old and retired. It's in a few pieces, and this is my mom's old car license plate. And it's got my first tambourine with some skateboard hardware holding them in. Just the metal part of the tambourine, not the part you hold. So it's like a tambourine, and it's bungee corded onto my foot. The old one had wood and I had like a lever. This one's much easier to keep attached to my foot. I had to tune my guitar a little bit, because I don't have one of them fancy tuners. I gotta do it by my ear. Looking for my capo.
Uh-oh. Well, you've been gone a little bit. You've been out in Tennessee doing some stuff. You've been doing some writing?
Yeah, I've been writing. I got a whole nother CD that I'm about to finish recording, and yeah, I lived in Tennessee for a couple months. Now I'm back. Sorry, I'm looking all over the place for my capo. I just had it in my hand.
Well, that's okay, because we have lots of stuff to chat about. And I wanted to ask you,
Found it.
since you've been busking in Asheville, do you feel as if the busking scene here has been evolving? Like, do you feel like it's a different entity than when you started busking 3 years ago?
Yeah, I do feel that way.
And what's different?
There, I feel like it got popular, and I feel like it kind of got trendy there with certain people. Not in a bad way, but it got really talked about and blown up, and a lot of people started doing it, and a lot of people came to town to do it because they heard this place was good to do it, and then we had that problem last year where we all band together and formed the collective, and that was new. Never had anything like that in town before that I can remember, as long as I've been busking.
Yeah. What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play a good old gospel song first, Do Lord.
Awesome.
Once I get this. And I found my capo. It was in my pocket. You know how it is.
I do.
All right, the Do Lord. My version of Do Lord. was Glory Lane, Lord, had shine the sun way beyond the blue. Well, do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. All right. Trouble, Lord, do remember me. When I am in trouble, Lord, do remember me. When I am in trouble, Lord, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. Well, do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, do remember me. Well, do Lord. I'm on my knees a praying, do remember me. When I'm on my knees a praying, do remember me. When I'm on my knees a praying, do remember me. Do Lord remember me. Well, do Lord do remember me. Do Lord. Do Lord remember me. Do Lord remember me.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
So, this winter, what are you going to be doing?
Oh, as much as I can here.
Dun.
I don't know. I'm going to stay here in town. Hopefully be indoors somewhere playing.
I was talking a little bit last hour about how winter is really hard for performers, but not only performers, it's really hard for the artists because, season hits everybody. It hits the, the folks that are doing paint and canvas and all the other kinds of arts that are here, photographers too. And, so what exactly is it that you do?
In the winter?
Yeah. You're going to be doing a bunch of recording, kind of waiting it out, waiting for spring to hit?
Yeah, I have a little studio called the Little Room Studio because it's a little room packed full of things. You can barely move in it, and I record in there. And I signed a licensing thing, and I do music that goes on TV shows, and that kind of helps in the winter, but hopefully I can get indoors a little bit, play some paying things, maybe some weddings. Hopefully busking will be okay because it won't get that cold and it's not going to snow all the time, right?
Oh, it won't.
It won't rain either.
It won't rain.
The wind won't blow.
It won't.
Tourism will be banging.
Well, so folks, if you're listening and you hear how talented this feller is, he's going to be looking to do a little bit of booking over the winter. So how do folks get a hold of you?
I have an email address, or you can find me on the internet on Facebook, Chris Rod Music. That's pretty easy. Or my email address for music is chrisrodmusic@gmail.com. Find me there.
Awesome. I'll be posting his Facebook links on our Busker broadcast page, and make sure that everybody can find Chris. So yeah, keep that in mind. He's available for your weddings, your parties, your shindigs, your barn raisins, your corn shuckins, your whatnots, and
anything.
Whatnots. And remember, tip your street performers to see him out this winter. Remember, it is not tourist season. It's extremely hard for some performers to stay here. It gets real tough for them. So if you have the ability, we understand that nobody owes us anything, but if you have the ability and you wish to support arts, please do over this winter.
Yes. A lot of us, this is our only job.
Yep. You got another one for us?
Sure. Here's another old one. I feel like this one needs to be played on the radio if ever a radio opportunity comes up, and here we are at the radio station.
Yeah, or you record it. We'll play it.
This is my version of working on a building. If I tell you what I do, I'd quit that drinking, Lord, and I'd work on the building too. I'm working on building, I'm working on building, I'm working on building for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord. If Lord, no, I were a gambler, I tell you what I'd do, I'd quit that gaming, Lord, and I'd work on the building too. I'm working on building, I'm working on building, and I'm working on building for my Lord. And it's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building, and it's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord. All right now. If I were a preacher, I tell you what I'd do, I'd keep on preaching, Lord, and I'd work on the building too. I'm working on building, I'm working on the building, I'm working on building for my Lord. And it's a Holy Ghost building, and it's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord. For my Lord, it's for my Lord. Ooh, it's for my Lord. It's for my Lord.
Awesome.
Working on the building.
I heart Elvis.
Elvis. I heard Elvis too. Guess he did make a pretty popular version of that one, huh?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I really like a lot of Elvis's gospel. Really
Me
do.
too.
So When you go to write, what are the things that inspire you? You know, how do you reach those ideas and those melodies?
Life. Writing, for me, I want it to be. I can't really make it anything that I want it to be, so it just comes out what it is. But it's always when I'm feeling hurt or down or happy or sad, like the emotions come in life make me write about things in ways that I want to write it in ways that your average person can understand and think, hey, I've been through that or whatever, you know, like a heartbreak or something where dude's working at the plant over there, you know, that's taking care of his family can be like, yeah, I understand that, you know, or enjoy it and relate to it.
Everyday life experiences.
Yeah, like working and love and God and questioning life and just friendship, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like music is what you are going to do for the rest of your life? Like, is this your career path? Is this just it?
That's all I know how to do, and if I stopped, I'd probably die.
That's all right. That's all right. I feel the same way. Yeah, so when it comes to musicians in Asheville making money, do you feel as if there are so many musicians here, it makes it a little difficult?
Sometimes it does, but is this just in the busking scene, or is this all over?
Well, in general. I mean, buskers have their own issues. You know, buskers go to book inside, and then you get, oh, well, you're a busker, so it's okay for you to play for tips. You know, and then suddenly you're not worth it to pay or something.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely false.
Totally. Man.
But yeah, just like in general, do you feel as if Asheville being saturated with music and musicians makes it slightly harder to find decent paying gigs?
Sometimes, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
But it also gives a lot of opportunities, I've found, if people, you know, oh, I can't make this gig, can you play it for me? Or this band's coming into town and they need somebody and you fit the bill, you know, so they put people on gigs like that.
Lots of opportunities to sit in and play with other bands.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. For me too, it's kind of a double-edged sword, you know, and it makes it harder for me to book, but then I get lots of awesome learning opportunities, especially since I'm a spoon player and I could just tack on, you know. Yeah.
I don't ever get too many good indoor gigs unless it's one of those, hey, so-and-so's not playing guitar, you want to come and play, or play harp on this, you know, set or whatever. So I don't get very many gigs, so that may contribute to.
Well, you don't seem to be poking too hard either. You seem to be kind of working on your music.
Yeah,
you know,
right now
and
that's what I'm
working on
doing.
your heart right now, and that's an all right place to be.
I'm getting a lot of songs out. I have like probably 21 songs right now, and I want to do a 12-song CD. I have about 8 recorded. I don't know what songs all I want to put on it, but they're all recently written, and I'm excited about that. That's what I've been working on.
So is your album going to be all originals?
Yeah, probably. I might put like an old gospel song on there at the end somewhere, but for the most part,
Just
it's all.
say your piece.
Yeah. Just to throw that in there, but it's all originals. I'm recording it right now. I've recorded the last 2 days.
Awesome. You got a third song for us here?
Sure, it's one of those new ones.
Is this one you're definitely recording?
Yep. I'm going to record this one probably soon.
What's it called?
I guess I'll go out dancing.
All right.
just go out dancing all by myself. I wanna go out dancing all by myself. And if that girl don't wanna dance, well, I don't wanna dance with nobody else. I'm gonna put my good clothes on, she won't see. I'm gonna put them good clothes on, no, she won't see. I'm still gonna put my good clothes on, even if that good girl won't dance with me. I know. I'm gonna go out dancing until she comes back. I'm gonna go out dancing until she comes back. Well, and if that girl don't come on home, I'll be dancing right on down that railroad track. I'm gonna go out dancing all by myself. I'm gonna go out dancing all by myself. Well, and if that girl don't wanna dance, well, I don't wanna dance with nobody else. Well, and if that girl don't wanna dance, I don't wanna dance with no one else, no. And if that girl don't wanna dance, I don't wanna dance with no one else, no.
I like that sudden ending.
Thanks.
I like that.
I might keep it. I never done that.
I like it. So, with your writing and all these things that, you know, talk to me a little bit about skateboarding and where that fits in.
Oh, man. All right. So I'm not playing music. I'm doing something skateboarding. I've always skateboarded. Always, like, since as long as I can remember. Like 3 or something. I'm not any good at it. I just like it. I like to ride it. I like to ride half pipes. I had a half pipe in my yard. It's rotten now. I've probably fall through it. I did fall through it. But I love to skate, and it inspires me a lot and keeps me alive and kind of young feeling. I like to go off big things, like waist height. That's not big, it's small. Most people who skates like probably laughing at me, but I like to go off things like waist and chest height and do old tricks that kids these days probably don't know what they are. But it's fun. That's what I do when I'm not playing music.
That's all right.
Gotta have my board with me. Like,
You ever go down to that Cherry Street Park?
I do. I went a couple weeks ago. Rode the bowl, a couple runs, and I pretty much just hung out all day. But I rode the bowl a couple times and enjoyed it. I like that little bowl. It's cool.
That's cool.
Big one's scary. It's like a free fall in the top, the deep part. It's like you get up to the top, the coping, and you go back down, and you're like, when am I ever going to get to the bottom? Maybe one day I'll work up to riding that stuff good. Probably not.
Well, do you feel as if your time busking has honed in your ability to perform, like polished it up a little bit, or giving you a way of practicing, or
Oh my
any of
gosh,
that?
yes. That's how I learned how to perform, because there are people, and if you're doing something, you're looking at the ground or something, and they kind of just walk off. So you kind of look at somebody, and they look at you back, and they stop, and they watch. Then you look at them too long, and they feel creeped out, and they walk away. You know? You got to figure out how to do it, and a few years of sitting out there and playing for people walking by, I'll notice when my head's looking at the ground because nobody will be stopping. Yeah, it's polished up the way that I perform, because there's different people every few minutes, and you get to see what the crowd reacts. It's not like you go play a 3-hour gig in some club and you have the same people in the gig watching you play, and you can't really polish it up unless you're doing that all the time. And I'm not doing that all the time, but I am playing in the street all the time.
Yeah.
It's the best place to get your chops, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where I learned to perform, and I feel like the streets is definitely one of those places where it's a practice ground. You do have professionals out there, but you have all different skill levels out there, but because there is such a mix of different skill levels, it really leads to a lot of learning for a lot of people. In fact, that folks say, "Hey, come sit in with us. We'll teach you a chord. Come sit in with us. You never played ragtime before? Well, here, let me show you." And because of that organic learning atmosphere, Asheville's grown a lot musically, and it's very visible not only on the streets but also in the bars. I feel, because that all trickles. It all trickles into each other. It's all the same.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of busking bands have helped me out in learning how to do certain things, like to play the banjo, and watching a lot of those guys who don't care a bit if I just go and sit in the corner and watch them play all day.
Yeah.
Helps a lot. Yeah, I can remember back when I was playing alone, and I didn't know when to get out there and do much. And then, you know Abby the Spoon Lady? She came over and we made friends and
I've been
started
trying
playing.
to get her in here for weeks. She
Yeah.
just doesn't return my call.
She helped me a lot in the busking there.
Well, do you feel as if the crowd acts different when you're busking with somebody else? Do you feel as if, or it's just a different machine altogether? Or?
Oh, it totally depends. Yeah, I've busked with people. I bust by myself, and I know how the crowd reacts, and I've kind of worked out over the years, figured out how I think works the best, and it evolves every time I go out there. But right now, I'm comfortable in the way that I do it. But then when I get someone else out there, depends on what they're playing. They could be like, okay, I was playing in Tennessee, was busking at this festival, and this guy played an interesting instrument I've never heard, but it attracted a bunch of people that didn't care a bit for me. They didn't care that I was sitting there, but this guy played this interesting instrument, and they all came over and tipped him. But they weren't tipping me. But then, somebody can play like some loud. I've had drummers play with me, really loud drummers before that. I got $6, And I've played with a couple of people who, when you get a group of people who play really good together, that makes a difference. If you guys play good together, it doesn't matter if it's crazy instrument or if it's loud drums. If you're playing really good and you mash, you have good chemistry, you make an energy that surrounds, it attracts people, and it does make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got time for another song, and we'll give it another go.
All right. Let's see. Let me tune down a little bit, just a second. I'm always tuning. That's my problem.
Hey, I get it. I've been busking with Aiden. We came out Sunday, and since it was cold, that banjo, he just kept having to retune.
Oh,
It took us like 5 minutes between every song playing music. Folks just staring at us like, "What you gonna play next?" And we're like, "We are really trying, but trust me, you want us to do this first."
Oh man, banjo's the worst in the cold.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, and you've got a steel guitar there. You know, so folks, I know you can't see this. Chris has a Fender guitar with a steel cone inside of it. So that's the sound you're hearing there.
Yeah, it's called a resonator guitar, resophonic guitar. They're built a long time ago to be loud, to be able to heard over a bunch of other instruments. A lot of blues players played them with slides and whatnot. Slide stuff.
What song are you going to be playing?
I'm going to play the title track off of my CD, I'll Keep My Light Lit. I wrote it. Once I'm tuned, I'm going to play it. I keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit all throughout the night, so you can see it as you go passing by. I've been a wanderer, lost in darkness, until I saw that light a shining in. Won't you come in to my heart, Jesus, for to cover up all of my sin. I'm gonna keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit all throughout the night, so you can see it as you go passing by. Well, no, I ain't no stranger now, Lord, and no, I ain't no stranger here. I'm gonna sing it, I'm gonna shout it, good Lord. I'm crying holy for everyone to hear. I'm gonna keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit, so you can see it as you go passing by. And when I'm done here and you come calling, I'll be a-dancing through them pearly gates. No more pain and no more sorrow, and forgive me for all of my mistakes. I'm gonna keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit on my lampstand. I keep my light lit all throughout the night, so you can see it as you go passing by. So you can see it as you go passing by. So you can see it as you go passing by. So you can see it as you go passing by. Oh yeah.
All right, wait.
There we go.
All right, folks. We're getting silly here. We're coming to the end of our hour. You can find WPVM on Facebook. You can also find us on the internet on WPVMFM.org. You can also find Abby the Spoon Lady on Facebook and on the internet, spoonladymusic.com. You can also find Chris Rodriguez on Facebook and on the internet on Facebook. And we will be posting his links for Chris Rodriguez on our site so that you can find him, and that will be easy for you to do. And I very, very much suggest that if you haven't come down and see him busking downtown, that when you are downtown, you go around and look for him. He's got a unique sound. You will know it is him.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. And also, one more quick reminder, if you are interested in getting involved in this radio station, in this broadcast, in other broadcasts, or perhaps you have an idea for a broadcast of your own, send us a message, wpvmfm.org. Let us know what you think, what kind of shows should be out there. This is a community radio station, which means it's a non-for-profit, volunteer-run station, and our name is The Voice, which means this is where you need to go to start shouting. The way to get involved in your community is to let people know your opinion. If you don't let people know your opinion, well, then don't bother about it, because it's not going to help whatsoever unless you do something about it. So get involved in your community if you so choose by contacting us at wpvmfm.org and letting us know your thoughts, your ideas. If you see a busker that you think sounds great and should be part of this broadcast, make sure you let them know to get a hold of the Spoon Lady. If you are a busker and you would like to be part of this broadcast, make sure you get a hold of the Spoon Lady. And if you have a CD that you would like for consideration to be played in our WPVM station, along with our other wondrous busker music, please, all you have to do is get a hold of me, or you could even stand in front of me while I'm busking, wave the CD at me, point at it a couple of times, and stick it in the case, and I guarantee I'll know what it's for. So you just, let us know. So what are you going to do for the rest of the night, Chris?
Eat something. I'm going to eat. And I'm going to watch YouTube videos of music because I'm a boring person. Probably play some guitar.
I don't think that's boring at all.
Gunsmoke. I'll watch Gunsmoke. I always do.
I think maybe Scott and I are going to watch some westerns. What do you think about Guns of Diablo?
Ooh, I've never watched that one. Is it good?
Terry's shaking her head, yes.
My mom's over here is just like, yeah, that's a great one.
I was talking about how next band I need to name it after a western. Guns of Diablo.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. I had a band name that I never used very much, Dirty Sally, from that old lady on Gunsmoke.
Yeah. Yeah. So the purpose of this broadcast is to let people kind of in on our bubble without having to pop theirs, meaning now folks who pass by us all day get a chance to kind of get a glimpse into our lives, a little bit of, oh, that's where that person comes from, or, oh, that person is intelligent, or, wow, we do have something in common. Because sometimes people are just either too much of in a hurry, or it's a little uncomfortable for them to stop and say hi to the people that they pass by every day. So maybe this show will create a handful of new connections for people as we continue to do that. And WPVM has been really awesome to us in doing that. So,
thank you for the WPVM.
Yes.
Having me on here.
Yes.
And helping the buskers. Very
much so. All right. So, when we got 1 minute here, so you got any thank yous, goodbyes, see you laters?
I always want to thank God, and if you think you have the voice, contact WPVM. I'm going to do a gospel CD soon. That's cool. Say that on the radio.
That would be great. Yeah, definitely want to be posting that around. It'd be cool to get together a gospel show for the station too at one point.
That would be cool.
All right, folks, we're signing off for real now. All right. I love you. I'll see you on the street. Chris will see you on the street. Make sure you tip your performers and help them throughout the winter. And have a really awesome night tonight.